New details have been released about yet another Diddy allegation that's coming out from one of his former associates. She came forward to the news in New York, and she has spoke about how he was mistreating her just like Cassie, and everything that he was doing was basically something that she couldn't speak on at the time because she was afraid, she was scared. But after all these years, after 1999 and all the way to now, she's come out forward after Cassie's came out, after the witnesses from Tupac, after Keefe came forward and everything. Everybody that had some sort of run-in with P. Diddy is basically coming forward now, and they're all getting together and they're saying they want the justice done. They want the justice for Tupac. They want the justice for Cassie. If y'all rocking with them, put the 222s in the comment section. If you rocking with P. Diddy, let me know and like this video. Now, what's going on is that basically P. Diddy was slammed and hit with another entire lawsuit case and everything, and he's fighting right now because he's got at least 25 to life that he's facing from all of these things. That's why they keep settling the money and everything. He paid $30 million to Cassie. There's another undisclosed victim that got paid another $10 million, and another one and another one. And so there's at least 5 to 6 more people that have come forward now in the last 24 hours, and they're saying that what P. Diddy did to them, he was wrong for that, man. If y'all think that P. Diddy went across the line and he was too money hungry and the power got to his head and everything like that, he changed, man. The money got to his head. He ended up switching up, and he said the money wasn't going to change him. Then he went looking for power and everything like that. This is what happens to a lot of people. You got to understand, P. Diddy, he was trying to keep up with Suge Knight. He was trying to be the big boss man. He was trying to be the tough guy image and everything. He had the label name Bad Boys and everything like that. And the feds, they're looking at this like they're not playing around. What Cassie said in that interrogation room, she spoke to them. She had the agreement that she could tell them exactly everything that happened, and they'll keep her away from Diddy to make sure he doesn't have any revenge or retaliation like that. If y'all rocking with Cassie, put the 222s in the comment section, man, because P. Diddy, he's gonna get the karma from what he did, man. There needs to be justice for all of his victims. There needs to be justice for Tupac and everybody that got wronged in this situation, man, because after all these years, people know what P. Diddy was doing, man. It was a lot of rumors going on. There was a lot of people talking. The word on the street is that he was getting people hit up left and right. All the people that fell, all the bodies, all the people that basically isn't here no more, RIP to them. And I want to send the condolences to their families, because at the end of the day, y'all got to realize that Diddy, he knows what he's doing, man. He was trying to be controlling over all these people and try to make them where he could do whatever he wants and they're not allowed to talk about it or nothing like that. But there comes a day when they not going to be scared no more. And this is the day now in 2023 going on 2024. P. Diddy, he's got a lot of problems. I got a lot of people that actually is coming at the same time and making it hard for him to beat all of these cases. Eventually, when the feds come and do the RICO for the Tupac, this is the main exact thing that they're gonna actually get him to do. They're gonna tell him that they'll let all that other stuff slide if he confessed for Tupac. If he does the time for the Tupac or whatever, or gets in trouble or points out who gave him the idea, he's the top of the chain at this moment. Everybody's looking at him like, man, they got everybody from all them situations turning their back on P. Diddy, because they knew that at the end of the day they wasn't being treated right, and they finally stood up. A lot of people knows what it's like. They're stuck in relationships, then they're being mishandled and everything like that. They feel like they're not being dealt with fair enough and that the people are being mean to them. This is what Diddy was doing to them, and this is what he was actually paying them the money because they were working for him. These are his workers, his associates, his secretaries, his artists and everything like that. They depend on getting a check from Diddy. They work for him and everything. This is what they have to do for a living, to put the roof over their heads, to pay their rent, to pay their bills and everything. So they couldn't actually speak on Diddy that time back then when it happened, because they're going to get fired. They would have nowhere to go. They would end up not paying their bills and like falling short on things because they would have lost their job from Diddy firing them. You know, Diddy, he had the reality shows. He had all these different girlfriends. He had all these people behind the scenes. They were not happy with him. They knew in the back of their head that this was not a rainbow and sunshine situation where they were having a good time or nothing like that. They were miserable. They were hiding back the fact that they were shedding tears. They wanted to cry every day when they got to work or when they were around P. Diddy. They knew that what was going on was that he was making sure that they don't like get out of line and nothing like that. He said, don't cry when there's people around. This is the type of stuff that Diddy was doing in those videos. Kevin Hart, he was up there trying to talk to him and everything like that. He didn't even want to be in the same room as him because he knew that it was something going on, man. A lot of people, Diddy had a lot of like things that went on, and behind closed doors, they all know what they did. They all know what they did, man. And now that the people are coming forward, the victims, man, condolences to them, because they should have never been treated like that. They deserve better people. They deserve better bosses. A lot of Diddy's girlfriends, they deserve better than being treated the way they did, man. Cassie, look at the situation with Cassie. Like, she deserved a whole better thing than that, man. Cassie was very talented. All she wanted to do was sing and make her money and everything like that. But no, not with Diddy. She had to jump through hoops, have to be hiding in the closets and all these type of things what was going on, where the cameras would come on and she'd be like basically crawled up in the ball and everything. This wasn't right, man. And a lot of people knew that she could have been in a better situation. She deserved better than that, man. There's no reason for her. She never did anything to Diddy. All of these people, they never did nothing to Diddy. Diddy was the one doing the things to them, man, and this is what people are speaking out about finally. They're realizing that he was a big bully, and because he had all the millions and billions of dollars after what he did to Tupac, after what he did to Biggie, their families are still trying to get justice for them, man. And after all these years, people are like sick and tired of P. Diddy, and they finally coming out and they telling NYPD, they telling the like Manhattan like whole DA and everybody that this is what happened to them. They wrote the reports. Cassie was going to write a book and put it out there. She was trying to make it to where people knew exactly what was going on, what P. Diddy did and everything. And this is why she's coming forward now. The karma from Tupac, the karma from Cassie, it's all coming back on Diddy, man. And everybody now else that's in this, there was a lot of people that wasn't actually big celebrities and big superstars for them to come forward. It didn't have too much of an effect. And now them people are coming forward too. It's at least 10 people now that have said something about Diddy. The allegations, they're coming out. They're saying in the last 24 hours, like at least 6 people step forward, new people. And these things, a lot of people are saying that they might be true. He paid all that money, so they're thinking that if he paid the money and everything like that, then he actually might have did it. Because they're saying if he didn't pay the money to Cassie, to all these other people, he would have had to do a lot of time. They were trying to give him like 20 years for this entire thing. And this is what people are talking about when they said they want the justice and everything like that. They're actually coming for him and they're putting everything together. They've been talking, all of these things are brand new. They've been working on these cases since like 2018. And now people are just finding out about it because it's just now coming out in the news and everything. They just dropped Sean Combs from Macy's. They just dropped a lot of like his brands and everything like that. Ciroc let him go. And he has to sell like everything else. He has to sell his new brands. He has to sell the partnership with Rick Ross. And, you know, Mike Tyson, 50 Cent, this is what they were talking about when they said Diddy was going to get busted. He was looking real guilty after he had to send that hush money. And that's what a lot of this bread is. It's the hush money means that whenever like somebody come forward and they got a lot of dirt on you, which a lot of people got dirt on Diddy, they basically like, he has to pay them off to keep quiet, to make sure that the news don't get out. And a lot of stuff, it got out. And this is why he had to pay Cassie $30 million. He got to pay the other lady, his former secretary and associate, $25 million each, $10 million for the other person. This is going to make Diddy's whole entire portfolio run dry. And he's having to use his son's money to cover a lot of this stuff because he took back their trust funds. He decided that he was going to empty out everything, all the accounts and everything. They might like basically make it to where he is going to be for everything that he got. Everyone's turning their back on him. They realize they don't want to work with somebody like this. It's ruining a lot of their entire like images and everything. And they realized that Diddy, he was putting on a whole fake smile the entire time, man. He was actually leading people on to think that he was some big hero and some good guy. He donated $1 million to Howard and everything like that. And he tried to make it seem like, okay, people will like Diddy if he's spent all this money at Howard and everything like that. But no, now they don't even want to endorse him no more. They don't want to even have ties with him. A lot of people are cutting off P. Diddy now. They realize that everybody sees what happened and what he did in the dark is finally coming to light. And they all think that this is all due to the fact that the karma from everybody he crossed over, everybody that he has something to do with. It's been a lot of talk, man. A lot of people from all of these years know what's actually going on, and they know for a fact that at the end of the day, Diddy, he's going to get the karma. He's going to get the justice for Tupac. They're going to get justice for Cassie and everything like that. They know a lot of people who's actually sitting back and watching, and they're not coming forward until he start like almost at the end and everything. Everybody, like all them shows that Diddy did, all them times that he didn't show up, everybody, that the artists that he basically took their whole entire like albums and took their songs and everything and used them as his, when he was dancing in the people's music videos, man, if y'all rocking with Tupac and Cassie and everybody, put the 222s in the comment section and like this video and subscribe, because at the end of the day, this whole entire thing is an ongoing situation, and basically they're gonna find out what's happening. They're gonna find out exactly what's going on, and there's gonna be somebody that ends up getting Diddy for a lot of bread, and this is what's going on. This is like the downfall. Everybody sees him. This is why you should have never did that. Like Diddy, he went way too far, man. He had all that money, and all he had to do was just leave people alone. He should have left Cassie alone. He should have left Tupac alone. He should have left Biggie alone. And after all this time, man, he was basically putting himself in front of, like, before everybody else. He was making sure he got his ends meet before he helped out others. And this is what a lot of people were talking about when they were saying that Diddy, he was doing all of this for himself. He never was really like a real friend to Tupac and a real friend to Biggie, man. People saying that he's the one that had them hit up. And this is all coming to light, man, because after all these years, people, they finally decided that they're not scared of Diddy no more, and that there's a lot of people that's going to be able to help them, because now for some reason, Diddy, like all these